Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are doing well at your home and you are not giving up on your studies. I also hope that you are continuously watching lectures. So the topic on your screen, this is lecture number 4 of the topic that we are taking from past few lectures. The already we have done 3 lectures in the chapter fractions and decimals. So right now we are taking its first part, that is fractions, and this will be our 4th lecture on the same topic. If you can see here the lecture number 4, our today's topic. If you just revisit the first lecture of this series, you will find here that we have started this chapter with terminology, and there was the topic, the subtopic of fraction, that was operating fractions. So today's subtopic of the first part of this chapter, that is fractions, is operating fractions. Now in this subtopic we will learn how to add, subtract, multiply and divide both like fractions and unlike fractions. Now here in this topic we will try to operate the fraction, but we are already aware that fractions can be like fractions as well as they can be unlike fractions. Now how to operate like fractions and unlike fractions, that is what we are going to learn in today's topic. But before this, let me go back to what we have done in the lecture number 3rd. So let me show you what actually we have done in the previous lecture. So the previous lecture here, it was lecture number 3. We have done during the lecture number 3rd, we have done mixed fractions. We came to know about the concept of equivalent fractions, like and unlike fractions, very important. So today we are going to deal with these type of fractions. Then we came to the topic that we have done in the lecture number 3rd, was comparing fractions. And then in comparing fractions we came to know how to find out the greater one, smaller one, or how to compare the two fractions, whether they are greater, which one is greater, which one is smaller, which two fractions are equal. Then in the same topic we moved forward and then we are taking examples here. Case first, there was if like fractions, then how to add, how to compare between like fractions. We will check the numerator of the two fractions. The numerator, the fraction whose numerator will be greater will be considered as greater. And in the same case, the second example as well we have taken there. The third example was very important here. You can see it here on your screen. Third example, where we have same numerator but denominator was different. So it is a kind, these are the kind of unlike fractions. But how have we compared them without doing the LCM process? We have just checked their denominators. A fraction whose denominator was smaller was considered to be the greater one. Then we moved forward in the same topic. We carry on the second case. The second case was about if unlike fractions, then we came to know how to compare between unlike fractions. What we have done there, we have find out the LCM of denominators and we try to make the denominator of every fraction same as its LCM. How? By multiplying both numerator and denominator by the same number. So then we move on forward in the previous lecture, in the same lecture, lecture number 3rd, we take few more examples where I have taken one of the example where I have involved 3 fractions and we try to compare the 3 unlike fractions. So you can see here is a previous topic going on here right now. I'm just trying to revise things. Then we take the LCM and go on with the way we have done in the second example of the previous lecture number 3. Now today our topic, that is lecture number 4. It is about how to operate fractions. That is how to add, subtract, multiple and divide like fractions as well as unlike fractions. So for that we will first learn how to add the fractions. So when we take the operation sum to add the fractions, the first case that will arise here is adding like fractions. Now we will first learn how to add like fractions. Keep in mind, whenever you have to add two like fractions, you will add their numerators and keep the divide में रखोगे आप same denominator. Denominator you need not add whatever will be the denominator of both fractions, since that will be same. You have to keep that denominator as it will be. Now we are taking an example here to learn how to add it. Let me consider an example. I am writing add 1 by 7 and 9 by 7. 1 by 7 and 9 by 7. I have to add them. So, since first you have to see whether the fractions are like or unlike. You can clearly see there on the board, on your screen, it's 1 by 7 and 9 by 7. Their denominators are same, it means they are like fractions. I am writing since fractions are like, implies how to add them. You have to write 1 by 7 plus 9 by 7. In place of and, I have to put plus sign. Why? Because we have to add the two fractions. So in between there should be plus sign. Now you can clearly see this will be equal to, I have told you when you have to add the like fractions, you have to add their numerators. What is the numerator there? In the first fraction 1 plus 9 and whole divided fraction bar by same denominator, that is 7. So this is equal to 9 plus 1 is 10 divided by 7. So this is the final answer of it. 10 by 7 is the final answer. Let me take on one more example. So I will take the second example. Sorry. I am writing at the following. 5 by 9, comma 7 by 9, comma 23 by 9. So I have taken here now 3 like fractions. But again the same procedure will follow. So I will write the solution. So very important topic is going on. Remember, if you just see these lectures with full concentration, you will be focused and you will see these lectures. I will assure you that you will do all checkpoints then after by yourself. All checkpoints that is on your book. Now let me carry on. It is 5 by 9. Now it's not necessary to write since the fractions are like, because it's understood now. 5 by 9 plus 7 by 9 plus 23 by 9. Now what I have told you, whenever like fractions are there, you have to keep at the bottom, you have to keep the same denominator. That is 9. You need not add the denominators, remember that. Now at the top, 5 plus 7 plus 23. That's equal. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 5, 1 carry to the 10th place, but 10th place is in only 23. So 2 plus 1 is 3. That is 35 divided by 9. So this is the answer of this part. Now let me take one more example. The final example will carry on and then we will take the second case of the operation addition. So I am taking on the one more example I am bringing here. Example third. Now, I will take the example like this. Add the following. So have a look. I'm taking 3, 1 by 9, or let me change the denominator here. I will not write 9. 1 by 13, I am writing. Comma, 7, 2 by 13, comma, and 9, 5 by 13. You can clearly see they all are mixed fractions. Not necessary that all have to be mixed fractions, but here in this example, all three fractions are mixed fractions. So I'm writing this solution. Whenever there are mixed fractions involved, the first thing you have to do before any operation, you have to convert them into improper fraction. And if you have seen my previous lectures, in one of the lectures I have already shown how to convert improper fraction into mixed and mixed back into. That's a mixed fraction here. So I am converting them into improper fraction. I am writing here, given fractions are just 3, 1 by 13, writing it back, plus 7, 2 by 13, plus 9, 5 by 13. Now, first thing that I have to do is to convert them into improper fraction. Now, how? You have to multiply the whole part of every fraction with the denominator. So, this whole part 3 multiple with 13 and add at the same time add the numerator. And if you remember in that lecture, I have already told you that this whole part is actually the coefficient there. This numerator of the proper fraction, that's 1, is the remainder and 13 is the divisor. Now, after multiplying 3 into 13, 13 3 are 39 plus 1. 13 into, I am directly putting it because you have already done class 6 as well. 13 into 3 is 39 plus 1. That is 40 divided by, denominator will remain as it is, divided by 3. So denominator, sorry, divided by 30. So you need not change the denominator. Denominator of every mixed fraction will remain the same when we convert that into improper fraction. Plus, now again 7, 13 are. So 13 into 7, if you check, it will be equal to, I think, 91. 91 plus 2 is 93 divided by 13. Plus, now here, 9 into 13, I already know 13 into 10 is 130, then minus 9, 13 to it, 13 into 9 will be equal to 170. But plus 5, that is 122 I am writing, divided by 30. Now you can see it that I have converted all three mixed fractions into improper fractions. Now, and one more thing is clear here, that they are all like. Now, how to add like fractions? What you have to do, you have to keep the same denominator once only, 30, and keep on adding the numerators. 40 plus 93 plus 122. Now let me add them, starting with the ones place. It is 0 here, plus 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Next, 10th place. 4 plus 9 is 13, plus 2 is 15. 5. 1 carry to the hundreds place, but hundreds place only here. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 255 divided by 30. Now this is the final answer. Yeah, you can have a cancellation here if that is possible. But when I check it here, 255 will not be cancelled by 13. But we will learn in the later part of this chapter how to convert back whenever you will get an improper fraction and the question is already in mixed fraction. You can see question here was in mixed fraction. Here it was not in mixed fraction. Here it was in somewhere in improper fraction, somewhere in proper fraction. Whenever the question is in mixed fraction, one is the answer you will get. You have to convert that answer back to the mixed fraction. Now we will again learn how to convert 255 by 13 back to the mixed fraction. For that, I will do it here. in a rough portion. Now after a circle, I will do it in a circle portion. It is 255 divided by 30. So why you are converting it into mixed fraction? Because our question initially, our whatever the fractions were given, they were in initial mixed fraction. Now it is here mandatory, not mandatory, but it is optional to convert it back to the mixed. The answer that should be in the form in which the rest of given fractions are in. So here, how to convert this mixed fraction, sorry, improper fraction into mixed fraction? Keep the denominator out. I have told you that in that lecture. I think that is the second lecture. I think you can check that 13. Whatever is the denominator, that will be the divisor, and keep the numerator inside the box. Now 13 twos are, it will be bigger. 13 twos are will be 26. So I have to do 13 ones are 13. Now 25 5 minus 3. Usually what kind of mistake students usually do? They write like it, this like this. They write it like this. When they write 13 ones are, they write it 1 3 here. It's absolutely wrong. You are dividing here first two digits. That is 25, and you have to put the numbers that you will get just below the same numbers that you are dividing. So have a look. 13 1 are 13. Now 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's 12. Now what will I bring down? That is 5. It is 125. Now 13 into 9 is 170. Because if we do 13 into 10, that will be bigger than 125. Now 5 minus 7 is not possible. Borrow 1. 15 minus 7 is 8. We are left with 1 here. 1 minus 1 0. 1 minus 1 0. No need to write. So I have done the division. Now what will be its mixed fraction here? We can write its mixed fraction as Q R divided by D. I have just shown you this, how we are doing it in the previous lecture. The Q R by D, the answer I will write here. I am not having enough space, so it will be 19 first. Then remainder is 8 by 13. Divisor is 30. So this is actually the final answer. It is actually the mixed fraction of this improper fraction. And when we multiply this, it will come back to 255 by 30. So this is how we will add the like fraction. Whenever we have to do the operation of addition in case of fraction, we will do it in this way whenever it is the case of like fractions. Now, our second case we are carrying on. Let me have a new slide here. Second case, it is case second. And this is very important. Adding unlike fractions. Now we will learn how to add unlike fractions. So whenever you have to add unlike fractions, you can't add the numerator and keep the denominator same. Because denominators here in this case will never be equal. They will be different because of the word unlike. So what we have to do, if you remember the previous lecture, lecture number 3, where we have compared the unlike fractions. How we have compared them? We have first took the LCM of their denominators, so that the denominator of both fractions will be same. That means we first try to convert unlike fraction into like fraction. Then only we compare it. In the same way here, whenever you have to add unlike fraction, the first thing you have to do is to make their denominator same. And the most general method for that is LCM. Though there are other methods as well, but right now we will deal with LCM method. I want you to grab a full control on LCM method. So for that, I will take the example here. So we will write here unlike fraction. In this case, we will do LCM method. Now let me carry out the example. We will learn it by, we will understand it by example. Example 1. Have a look. I'm writing, add the following. 1/8 and 3/4. You can see now these two fractions, 1/8 and 3/4, they are not like fractions. So you can't add them directly. Remember the remark that I have shown there. When we have done like fraction and unlike fraction, we understood like and unlike fraction. I told you there, we can add and subtract only and only like fraction. If there are unlike fractions, you first need to convert them into like fractions. How? By the method of LCM. So LCM or aware that is the lowest common multiple. That is the number that you are taking. You will first find the common multiples. Then you will you will first find the multiple, then common among then the least among the commons. But here we do have a prime factorization method. Why are we need not to do that lengthy method? We are directly doing it by prime factors. However, I am coming to the solution. So I am writing 1/8. I have to add with 3/4. 1/8 with 3/4. Since both fractions are unlike, so we can't add them. Now how to add? For that you have to take the what? The LCM of denominators. First thing what I have to do is to make them like. We already know how to make unlike fractions like. See now. Therefore, LCM of denominator, that is 8 and 4. So it will be 8, but I will show you the proper method. Have it. Now put the steer. Write 8 here, comma 4 here. Starting with the table of 2. What students usually do, the common mistake they will do, that they will multiply, they will cancel them by 4. They will divide them by 4. But 4 is not a prime number. Remember, whenever we make a steer, we are dealing with prime numbers. So we have to start with 2 only first. 2, 4 are 8. They both are coming in the table of 2. 2, 2 are 4. Again with 2. 2, 2 are 4. Then 2, 1 are 2. Again with 2. 2, 1 are 2. 2, 2, 1 are 2. So what is LCM of 8 and 4? It will be the multiple of these prime factors. That is 2 into 2. And that will be equal to 2, 2 are 4. 4, 2 are 8. So this is the LCM of 2 unlike fractions. So what I have to do in the next step? I have to make the denominator of both these fractions equal to 8. Now we will wonder here, sir, first fraction, we already have the denominator 8. Yes, we got it, no problem with that. We got the LCM 8. If any fraction already have the same denominator, we need not change. Now carrying it on. Have it. Now I am taking the first fraction, that's 1/8. Since it is denominator is already 8, we need not to do anything with it. Then plus, I'm taking it as the question is given, 1/8 plus 3/4. Now what? This 4 is not equal to 8. We have to make it equal to 8. Why? Because we have to now make the denominator of both fractions equal to their LCM. That's it. Now how to make 4 equal to 8? By multiplication into 2. When we multiply 4 by 2, we will get 8. But if you have multiplied it at the denominator, you have to multiply at the numerator. Already explained it in the previous lectures. Now this is equal to 1 by 8. You will write here plus, why we haven't done anything, why we haven't simplified or why we haven't multiplied anything to the first fraction, because its denominator was same as the LCM. Plus 3 to our 6 divided by 4 to our 8. Now you can see here, this 6 by 8 is same as 3 by 4. Whatever will be the value of 3 by 4, same will be the value of 6 by 8. What we are calling these type of fractions? We are calling them equivalent fractions. Very good. Now, carrying it on. Now it's simple now. We are back to the first case. This is same as the first case where we have added two like fractions. So these are the two like fractions. How to add them? Keep the denominator same and keep on adding numerators. 1 plus 6. Now what is 1 plus 6? That is 7 by 8. So this is how, this is the final result, and this is how we will add two or more unlike fractions. Now let me carry on one more example. Now the second example I will take here. We will do two examples here only. Example second. Find the sum. I am writing 2 3 by 4 comma 4 5 by 6 comma 1 2 by 3. Now you can see here, okay, so you can see here all these three fractions that we have to add here, they are mixed fractions. So I am writing 2 3 by 4 plus 4 5 by 6 plus 1 2 by 3. The first thing, as I have told you in the first case when we have added like fractions, I have taken one of the examples here which contains mixed. Now what will I do here? I'll first convert them into improper fraction. How? You should now know the method. Whole part with denominator 2 4 are 8 plus add the numerator. 8 plus 2 is 11 by 4 plus 4 6 are 24 plus 5 29 by 6 plus 1 3 are 3 plus 2, sorry, 1 3 are 3 plus 2, that is 5 by 2. Now you can clearly see they all are again unlike. Now first thing that I have to do is to write LCM of 4 comma 6 and 3. Now let us add them. Sorry, let us find LCM here. Now how to find LCM? You know the process. That is 4 comma 6 comma 3. But start with the table of 2. Since few numbers are coming in the table of 2, we will start with 2, 2. Even if one number, even if among all given numbers, जिनका आपको LCM निकालना हो, खाली एक 2 में आए, तब भी 2 से 2 2 are 4, 2 3 are 6, and 3 as it is because it will not come in the table of 2. Now again with 2, still one number is coming in the table of 2, you continue with 2. 2 1 are 3 as it is, this 3 as it is. Now it is by 3. 3 1 are, 1 are, and 1 are. Now LCM of 4 6 3 will be the multiple of these numbers, that is 2 into 3. 2 2 are 4, 4 3 are 2. 12 is the LCM of these two. Now what we have to do, I have to make the denominator of all these three frictions. This and this equal to 12. Now I'm carrying on. Therefore, 11 by 4. Now how to convert 4 into its LCM? Dear LCM, that is 12. 4 into 3 are 12. If you have multiplied the denominator by 3, you have to multiply the numerator by 3 to balance the things. Plus. Second, 29 by 6. What will I multiply to 6 so that it will become 12? 2 at the bottom and at the top. Now plus. Next is 5 by 3. You need to multiply 4 to 3 to make it 12 and at the top 4 again. So that's equal to 11 3 are 33 by 4 3 are 12 plus 29 into 2 is 58 divided by 12 plus 5 4 is 20 divided by 12. Now you can see it. They all are like fractions. Now how to add it? Keep the denominator same as 12 and add the numerators. 33 plus 58 plus 20. Now add the ones place digit first. 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 0 is 11. 1 carry to the tens place. 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 2 is 11. It is 111 divided by 12. So this is the final result. But shall we keep it like this? No, not at all. Why? In which form the question was initially? You can see here, the question initially was in mixed fraction form. So we have to convert this number 111 by 12 back to mixed number. Now how? I will do that in a rough motion. Now you know that to write the mixed fraction, this has to be in the form of QR by D. Now I need to find coefficient remainder by divisor because mixed fraction of any improper fraction is of the form QR by D. Now carrying it on the rough side. 12 out of the box, 111 inside the box. Now 12 stable, neither 1 comes to 12 stable nor 11. I have to take all three. 12 tens are 120. That will be large than 111. I will write 12 nines are 108. You can write coefficient here as well as on the right side. Now subtracting 111 minus 108 is 3 and hence our division process stops. What is the coefficient there? That is 9. Remainder 3 by divisor is 12. So this is mixed fraction. Why we have put it in the mixed form? Because the question initially was in the mixed form. So this is how we operate the fraction by the addition operation, whether it is like fraction or unlike fraction. So now we will come to the second operation, that is subtraction. Let me first revise the things a bit. So let me go back what we have done today. In lecture number 4, we have started case first for addition, adding like fractions, how add their numerators divided by same denominator. Now example, I have taken this example here, like fraction, I have added the numerator and keep the denominator same. Then the second slide includes the second example of like fractions and the third example of like fractions where I have taken the mixed fractions. Then the case second was about unlike fractions. Unlike fractions, we will do it by LCM method. Now two fractions were here, denominators were different. I take the what I have taken here, the LCM of both fractions, denominators, and I got 8. Then I make the denominator of both fractions equal to 8. Since once denominator was already 8, you will not change that. Then we carry on after making them like fractions, we will move to the previous case. Then next, here, find the sum of these three mixed fractions. First, you have to convert them into improper fractions. Then carry on the LCM method. Make the denominator of every fraction as equal to their LCM. Then once they will become like fractions, here they are like fractions. Then what you have to do? You have to add the numerator and keep the denominator same. Then if you get the answer, you will definitely get an improper fraction. But you have to convert that improper fraction back to the mixed fraction if the base of the question If the base of the question is already given in mixed form. Now carry on. So I'm making one more slide here. Now we're having for subtraction. That is, now we will learn how to subtract two or more factors, whether like or unlike. Here in subtraction case, you have to keep focus on your marker. That is, when will our answer be negative and when will it will be positive. And that is the concept of integers. And if you remember 7th class students, they know the science stories. I have told them the story of science. So I hope they remind that thing and they will carry on that concept here. Now one more thing, subtraction process. Whatever we have to do in the subtraction, it is same as what we have already done in addition. That is addition of fraction, subtraction of fraction is same. That's why I will not take expand this topic more. What I will do, I will take two examples only, one for like fraction, another for unlike fraction. We will try to solve or simplify those examples, and you yourself will recognize yes, it is same as the previous operation, that is addition. So I am directly coming here. Case first. For like fractions. So for like fractions, the procedure is same. What you have to do? Subtract what is this here? Numerator divided by same denominator. Now we'll take the example here. Let me consider the same example that we have done in the previous slide. The first slide where we have carried on the addition of here it is, addition of fractions. What example I have taken here? Example first it is add 1 by 7 and 9 by 7. So let me carry on the same example here. Here it is. I am writing subtract one by 7 and 9 by 7. I am writing the solution here. What you have to do, since both fractions are like, so what will we do? We will add their numerator, subtract their numerators and keep the denominator same. So I will write implies 1 by 7 minus 9 by 7. We can write it as keeping the denominator same 7 and keep on subtracting 1 minus 9. Now here the concept of integers will come into importance. Will have an importance. 1 minus 9. Now take it as simple integers. So denominator is already 7. See, I will keep denominator 7. Now they are the integers at all. 1 minus 9. I have told you, whenever you are subtracting two numbers and if one number is positive, another is negative, then you have to subtract it. Then 9 minus 1 will be 8, smaller from the bigger one. by keeping the magnitude in the mind only. 9 minus 1 is 8, but sign will be of the bigger one. That is minus 8 by 7. So this is the answer. Now this is what I was initially telling you, that you have to keep be focused on the signs of the numbers. The case second I will take. I will not elaborate it a bit because this is what we have already done in addition. Subtract, or I will write for unlike fractions. For unlike fractions. Let me take example. Subtract 5 by 9 from, deliberately I am writing from, 11 by 13. You can see there both fractions are unlike. So solution I am carrying on 5 by 9. Wait, sorry. What is it? Subtract 5 by 9 from 11 by 13. That means you have to first write 11 by 13. Already done in the class. Minus 5 by 9. 11 by 13 से minus करना है लिखा हुआ. So you have to first write 11 by 13, then minus 5 by 9. Now since the denominator is different, so we'll first make the denominator same as we have done in the previous operation. Let me add one more slide. So I will take LCM of 13 and 9. Take the LCM of 13 comma 9. Now starting with table of 2, none of the number come in the table of 2, so we will carry on with 3. 13 as it is because will not come in the table of 3. 3 are 9. Again with 3. 13 as it is, 3 1 are 3. Now with 13, because 13 is a prime number, 13 1 are 1. Now what is the LCM? 3 into 13. 3 are 9 into 13. 13 into 9 is 170. So this is the LCM. Now our next task is to make the denominator of both unlike fractions. Here 11 by 13 and 5 by 9. I have to make 13 equal to 117 and 9 equal to 117. First I will take 11 by 13. Therefore 11 by 13. What should I multiply to 13 so that it will become 117? 9 at the bottom and the top as well. To balance it. Minus. The next fraction was 5 by 9. So I am writing here 5 by 9. What should I multiply to 9 so that it will become 117? Into 13 at the top as well. 11 9s are 99, divided by 13 into 9 is 117, minus 5 13s are 65, 9 13s are 170. Now the denominators are same, they are like fractions, so we will take them as we have done in like fractions. Keep the denominator same, 170, and subtract the numerators, 99 minus 65. Now 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 6 is 3. That is 34 by 170. So if there will be the possibility of cancellation between two numbers, we could have done that, but I don't think there is the possibility for that. So this will be the final answer. So this is the second operation. How to deal with the second operation? Here it is for subtraction. Is first for like fractions. You can write at the top here same as Addition. बिल्कुल addition है. For like function, subtract numerator divided by same denominator. Keep on carrying this example and focus on this example second here. Second case was for unlike fraction. Subtract 5 by 9 from 11 by 13. And here you have to keep clear concentration. Usually students do the mistake. They will after reading the question still write 5 by 9 minus 11. And that's absolutely wrong. So carrying on. Now we will move to the third operation. Third and fourth operation are actually the two operations that are in your syllabus. So first move, we will now move to the third operation. Let me have one more slide here. This video has already gone a bit lengthy, so I think we will conclude it here and we will take the rest of the operations in the next lecture. See you there in the next lecture. Take care. Allah.